girls be asking all the time why they can't marry non-Muslims. Why they can't marry non-Muslims, and how come they can't have more than one husband? It's something simple. Like, I know the answer, but...
Yeah, simply. And I think this is a point that many people miss, right? In our deen, in Islam, the one who make the rules is Allah, not people. Right? Mm-hmm. Allah and His Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, when you ask for wisdom behind something, right? So that's the why. Mm-hmm. We have to develop to realize because Allah revealed that, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam conveyed that, right? That's the basic model. So you can say a reason. Oh, if a woman had more than one husband and she got pregnant by one, she wouldn't know who. You know, like all that reasoning that people. But that's not the reason. The reason's because Allah legislated that and said that's the rule, and the Prophet conveyed that, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that's the rule, right? And I think this is the simplest thing that a person should just gather to understand. Because any other thing is just someone making something up. Mm-hmm. Right? Unless they have something in the Quran that mentions that, which is not mentioned, or a hadith of the Prophet that mentions that, which is not mentioned. So the reality is, obey Allah and His Messenger.
So it's hear and obey.
Hear and obey.
So what do you tell somebody this? So they're a new Muslim. They don't know why. They don't have that.
Right. So when you become a Muslim, so let's go to the base of it. Why a person want to be a Muslim? Because they believe Islam is true. How does a person believe usually that Islam is true? Something in the religion touched their heart or touched their mind and appealed to their intellect. Most people don't become a Muslim because they really studied. I mean, you think about like how we became Muslims. Most of us is the people around us were Muslim. Mm-hmm. And he was like, man, that's nice. Like, I like how they live in, or I like what they say. You know? That's most people. Very few people, they go to Islam because they investigated religions and they wanted to give the evidence that the Quran is really the word of Allah and Muhammad is sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger. But most people didn't do that. Most of our people put it that way. Mm-hmm. There are some who do it like that. But most people, they're influenced by other people. You know? So, in terms of submission, that comes once you learn that religiously, all of our rules come from Allah. And He's Al-Hakim. He's the wise. So He puts everything in its proper place. There's a wisdom to it.
But that is one of the wisdoms, then, right? Like if she got pregnant by...
I mean, that's a wisdom, but I'm not saying that's what Allah said.
Yeah, I wouldn't
that's
say
just
that's
when we think from our side, like, okay, how are you you pregnant and you get pregnant and he want to have a baby. Mm-hmm. But a man don't have that problem. A man can have, a baby by her, but the woman got to carry the baby. So now you deprive your spouse of having children.
Is it fair?
Is what fair?
Any of that. That's not me. That's what.
No. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Is that fair?
I mean, I believe Allah is just, even if we don't understand justice, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Allah knows us better than we know ourselves, and Allah knows what is best for us. That's the wisdom of God, right? You say, is it fair? Like, is it fair that we have COVID? Yeah, it's fair we have COVID. But I might not understand the wisdom of COVID, but you think about it, and I'll be honest, and you said the same thing. During this situation, my life has been better than it was before this. I'm talking about, if you're talking about financially, opportunity, I've done more during COVID than I've done in years. So, is that fair? Right? You know what I mean? So, the wisdom and things we may not see them, but that's part of faith. You have to trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His wisdom. But, I mean, and and the society won't accept you having, like, if a woman has more than one man, the men don't look at them the same as the woman for a man who has more than one wife, for instance, or girlfriend in the regular world, right? In the American society, most women have experienced somebody cheating on them, right? They have experienced it. I'm talking about in the inner cities, right? Because the culture. No, I'm speaking, right? Because you got mistresses and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, so that experience of men being involved with more than one woman is something that is normal in other societies. It's normal. It's just the American society say, okay, man, you gotta have one wife. And
Where'd that come from?
they say it's that Christian thing. I guess, as far as I think.
No, but in history, people have always had.
Right, I don't.
Always.
I really don't.
In
know.
every single society, there's always been polygamy. There's always been people cheating, whether men or women. It's always existed. So, like, where do they get that? Like, where's that concept?
I mean, that's their, and it may be in their Bible. I don't know, but it may be.
It's not.
That's something I want to do. Seriously, I used to do that back in the Ansar days.
Yeah.
I used to really be. I could answer all those questions, but I don't read the Bible, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about just as a research in da'wah, you should do it.
Yeah.
So when you're doing da'wah, you know, but that's another shortcoming that we got. You know, you get on the sunnah and you forget the stuff you're confronted with. It's not conducive for calling people to Allah anyway.